Welcome and thank you for joining today. The purpose of this webinar is to explore how organizations can turn AI potential into meaningful business value. This topic is particularly relevant for executives, operational leaders, and decision makers responsible for improving performance, efficiency, and growth in their organizations. Over the past decade, companies have invested heavily in data platforms, machine learning models, and advanced analytics. Yet, despite these investments, many still struggle to translate AI capabilities into measurable economic impact. Models are developed, dashboards are built, insights are generated, but operational outcomes often remain unchanged. This raises an important question. Where does the real value of AI come from, and how can organizations capture it? Behind every real and critical business problem, there are one or more high-leverage decisions. These decisions determine the outcome of the problem, and they are often where hidden value is trapped. Artificial intelligence can play two important roles in this process. First, AI can help organizations discover underlying business problems by identifying patterns, anomalies, and signals hidden within large volumes of data. And second, AI can improve the quality of the decisions that determine how those problems are addressed. When improved decisions are embedded into operational processes, organizations begin to generate measurable economic impact. And that is what this webinar is about. How organizations can use AI to unlock hidden value in their data and convert it into meaningful economic results. Across industries, artificial intelligence represents one of the largest productivity opportunities of our time. Organizations today generate enormous amounts of data through operational systems, machines and sensors, customer interactions, transactions, and digital platforms. Within this data are patterns and signals that humans cannot easily detect. These signals may reveal inefficiencies, emerging risks, operational bottlenecks, and new business opportunities. AI systems can analyze this data and detect these signals at scale. The potential lies in how those insights improve decisions that drive business outcomes. That is where value is created. Despite this enormous potential, many organizations struggle to capture meaningful economic value from AI. This is sometimes referred to as the AI paradox, where companies invest heavily in AI, they build models, they run pilot projects, they generate insights, yet the financial impact often remains limited. The reason for this is simple. Insights alone do not create value. Value only appears when insights change real decisions and operational processes. Without this connection, AI remains an analytical tool rather than a value engine. Resolving this paradox requires connecting AI insights directly to decisions and executions. To understand where AI creates value, we need to focus on high-leverage decisions. High-leverage decisions are decisions that significantly influence business outcomes, impact revenue, cost, risk or asset utilization, and scale across many operational activities. These decisions typically sit at the center of real business problems and includes examples like pricing decisions, inventory planning, credit approvals, fraud detection, maintenance scheduling, and demand forecasting. Improving these decisions, even slightly, can create large economic impact when applied across an entire organization. This is where hidden value often resides. To capture this value, organizations must integrate three capabilities: cognition, decision, and execution. Cognition is the analytical capability of AI. It's the ability to detect meaningful signals in complex environments and generate insight. This capability may involve several technologies as machine learning models, generative AI, simulation models, optimization algorithms, and anomaly detection. These systems analyze large volumes of data and produce predictions, signals, and recommendations. Insights must then influence real decisions. This is where organizations determine what action should be taken, when the action should occur, and how resources should be allocated. Improving the quality of these decisions is the primary mechanism through which AI creates value. The final step is execution. Decisions must be embedded into operational systems and workflows. This can happen through automated systems, enterprise software, operational processes, and human decision support tools. Once improved decisions are integrated into operations, organizations can capture value repeatedly and at scale. At the operational level, the value creation process often follows a continuous loop. Operations operate within complex environments that generate large volumes of data. AI systems filter relevant information from that environment. From this information, AI identifies signals that reveal patterns and predictions. These signals support decisions that trigger operational execution that produces outcomes. And those outcomes generate feedback which continuously improves the system. This feedback loop enables AI systems to learn and improve over time. At this point, it might be useful to introduce the concept of meaningful value. Meaningful value means realized economic impact. In other words, value that becomes visible in the organization's financial performance. This impact typically appears in two places. First, in the income statement, through improvements such as increased revenue, reduced operating costs, and improved margins. And second, in the balance sheet, through improvements such as better asset utilization, reduced working capital, and improved inventory efficiency. Meaningful value occurs when improved decisions lead to measurable financial outcomes. This happens when insights generated by AI are translated into better decisions, and those decisions are embedded into operational execution. In simple terms, data contains hidden value. AI helps discover that value. High leverage decisions capture it, and operational execution converts it into economic results. To make this a bit more concrete, let's look at a practical example like predictive maintenance. In manufacturing, industrial machines continuously generate sensor data such as vibrations, temperature, and pressure. AI models analyze this data to detect early signals that indicate potential equipment failure. This is the cognition state. These insights support a critical operational decision. When should maintenance be performed? Instead of reacting after equipment fails, maintenance can be scheduled before a breakdown occurs. That decision is then embedded into maintenance planning systems, and the maintenance team receives recommendations and automated schedules. This is the execution stage. When these improved decisions are embedded into operations, the financial impact becomes clear. For predictive maintenance, the benefit can include reduced repair costs, avoided production downtime, and higher production output. In a large manufacturing environment, this may translate into several $1 million per year saved just to avoid downtime, and save another $1 million per year by reducing repair costs. The investment required to develop and integrate the AI system may just be around $300,000 to $400,000. So in this example, the return on investment might be 12 to 15 times. So the entire value logic of AI can therefore be summarized very simply. AI detects hidden signals in data. These signals improve high-leverage decisions. Those decisions are embedded into operational execution. Operational improvements then generate measurable economic impact. When this process is applied systematically across an organization, hidden value in data can be unlocked. At this point, we can summarize the discussion in what I call the AI success matrix. This matrix highlights two critical dimensions that determine whether AI initiatives create real value or not. The first dimension is the level of cognitive capability. This refers to the organization's ability to generate insight from data. It includes technologies such as machine learning, generative AI, simulation models, and predictive analytics. Organizations with strong cognitive capabilities are able to detect signals, identify patterns, and generate predictions about what is likely to happen next. But insight alone is not enough. This brings us to the second dimension, operational execution. Operational execution refers to the organization's ability to embed improved decisions into workflows, systems, and day-to-day operations. This is where improved decisions translate into real-world actions. When we combine these two dimensions, we can see four possible outcomes. In the left lower corner, organizations have limited analytical capabilities and limited operational integration. AI initiatives in this quadrant typically produce very little impact. In the upper left corner, organizations have strong analytical capabilities but weak operational integration. This is where many organizations find themselves today. They generate insights and predictions, but these insights remain disconnected from operational decisions. This is what we earlier described as the AI pilot trap. In the lower right corner, organizations may have strong operational systems but limited analytical intelligence. Operations are efficient, but decisions are not significantly improved by AI. The real opportunity lies in the upper right corner. Here, organizations combine strong cognitive capabilities with strong operational integration. Insights improve high-leverage decisions, and those decisions are embedded directly into operational execution. This is where organizations begin to generate meaningful economic value. In other words, successful AI transformation is not only about building better models. It's about connecting cognition, decisions, and execution in a continuous operational system. Organizations that achieve this integration move beyond experimentation and begin to unlock the full value of enterprise AI. The conclusion of this short webinar is that artificial intelligence is not simply a technology. It's a new capability that improves how organizations perceive their environment, make decisions, and execute operations. Organizations that successfully integrate cognition, decision, and execution move beyond experimentation and begin to generate real economic impact. They unlock hidden value in their data, and they transform that value into measurable business results. This is the true promise of enterprise AI. Thank you for listening and participating today. If you feel inspired and curious about how this can change your organization, I'm happy to take you to the next step, the AI opportunity discovery. For more information, contact me at the email info@arctictechlab.com.